Hey guys, it's Eric from Got a Minute. This picture was presented from a person that left a comment in my part 2, Samson's Riddle and the Soon Rapture. Thank you. They said the stars making up Leo's head and shoulders are known as the sickle. Perhaps that symbolizes the sickle mentioned in Revelation 14 in some way. I like it. Certainly went to a website. I'm like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And just visually, look at that. That simply looks like a sickle. So let's read some verses where it has the word sickle in it. Revelation 14:14. Then I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and on the cloud sat one like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him who sat on the cloud, Thrust in your sickle and reap, for the time has come for you to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. So he who sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. Okay. And if we go to Mark chapter 4, verse 29, but when the grain ripens, immediately he puts in the sickle because the harvest has come. Joel chapter 3, let's start with verse 12. Let the nations be wakened and coming up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge. And all the surrounding nations put in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, go down, for the winepress is full, the vats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon will grow dark, and the stars will diminish their brightness. The Lord also will roar from Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. Well, now we have the word roar here. Utter his voice from Jerusalem. We need to go back to Revelation 10 now, don't we? Because in Revelation 10 verse 3, and cried with a loud voice, and when a lion roars, as when a lion roars, and cried with a loud voice as when a lion roars. When he cried out, 7 thunders uttered their voices. That's Revelation 10. We've talked about that before, but now we've got this equation with the sickle and the lion, and the roaring of a lion. What does Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 16 say? Cut off the sower from Babylon and him who handles the sickle at harvest time, for fear of the oppressing sword. Everyone shall turn to his own people, and everyone shall flee to his own land. Israel is like scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. So we've got this sickle thing going on here. It's very clear that the sun represents Jesus when it's zipping around these constellations and just highlighting the story within these constellations. The sun is in Leo in this sickle in the middle of August, and the moon is in the mouth of the lion, or right in the sickle in the middle of August. I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that the moon represents the bride. I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that the sun represents the groom. We've talked about those scriptures before. I think it was Malachi 4 verse 2 and Psalm 19 in there. And there's a few verses in Revelation that depicts Jesus as looking like the sun. So, we're always guessing and speculating, but I think this is really fascinating. And of course, we have, just to add to this, we've got these pictures with to my knowledge, these pictures represent Iran. I think this is what the old flag of Iran used to be. Maybe I'll try and put a link in this video just to show you where I found this, but you got a lion and a sun and a sword. Like, what's up with that? I don't know. But, this is hard to ignore now. This is the most obvious sickle-looking constellation in the skies. So I'll leave you with that. You let me know what you think. I hope we fly any day, but this is pretty cool stuff. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all your support. Love you guys very much. Go, Jesus, go. Come, Jesus, come. One day closer. Adios.